There's a fan on in my room. I'm going to turn it off. Alright. So, yep. There's a 2x2. There's a 2x2x3. And this thing. Now, what is this, you may be asking? Well, it's kind of a mix of these two. Just kidding. It's not really a mix of them. It's another cube that I'm going to talk about today on this channel. You've seen me talk about these two before, but you've hardly seen me talk about this. I put it on my Instagram, and I talked about it in one of my recent videos, but very briefly. So we're going to talk about this today. So, like I said, the name of it is Skewb, S-K-E-W-B. It is a corner-turning cube, because it turns on the corner. Now, you would think that, you know, besides me dropping my phone, you would think that, you know, it's got, like, these square in the middle, and it's got these four corners. It probably just rotates on the corners. Nope, it actually turns half of the entire cube. So it looks very, very strange. Like, it turns half of the entire cube. If you hold it like this, it turns this entire half of the cube. Yes, this that I'm turning right now is half of the entire cube, which is crazy. Because then if I flip it over, I could turn the other half of the cube. So it is really, really strange. We're going to just talk about the basics, and then we're going to talk about how to solve it. Just a quick solving guide. First, I just want to talk about, like, the combinations it has compared to, like, the 2x2x3 and the 2x2. So, if I, like, bring these to school and I ask people which one they think is harder, most people would say this, because it is, like, a larger cube. It's got more pieces on on 4 of the 6 sides, so they would assume that this is harder. Or that it might have more total combinations. Wrong. This thing is limited on 2 of its entire axes, 4 of its faces. It's actually limited, so it cannot turn like that. But as you can see, this one can, because it's even. This is 2x2x3. If you had something like a 2x2x4, which would just add another layer down, it would be able to turn because it's even. But 2x2x3, it is less combinations than this. This has 250,000, around 250,000. This has around 3 million. Yeah. Looking at this, you'd be like, 3 million? What? Yeah, 3 million. 250,000. This is the complete opposite. This looks a lot easier than both of these cubes. At least I think that. Before I learned how to solve it, I would think that this would be a lot easier. And turns out that, yeah, it is. But it is the complete opposite when it comes to total combinations. This, 250,000, 3 million. You want to guess how much this has? Yep. 113 million. 113.374 something. I looked it up. But it's got a lot of combinations. Like, to do a pattern takes a while. Like, on this, you can do, like, just doing these, and it takes, I believe, 9 goes, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It takes only 9 to, like, get it back, just by doing 2 moves over and over. To do 2 moves over and over, it would take you twice as long. It would take you, like, 15 to 25 times of doing, like, 1, 2, 1, you know, 2, and then, yeah. So, it does take a while if you want to learn, like, patterns on it. I currently know no patterns on it, but I do know, like, you know, that pattern on a 2x2 checkerboard pattern. I do not know any patterns on this, but now that we've sort of learned about it, let's learn how to solve it. So, there are 4, I'm going to scramble it while I talk. There are 4, I believe, 4 main steps on how to solve it. I'm not going to, like, make a full tutorial, but I'm just going to go through a quick solving process. So, we got it pretty scrambled here. So, the first step is to solve the white side, or solve one side, solve side A. And then on the opposite, I keep knocking over my phone. Once you have solved side A, let's just say the white side, correctly, okay, you gotta solve it correctly, you then solve the opposite corners. So like negative A, I don't know how you would do that with algebra, but you would solve the corners. Then you would solve the side, and then you would probably end up with like 3 of the 6 sides solved. If you get an unlucky scramble, you will have only 2 of them. You'll have the white and the yellow, or just 2 opposite ones, and then you'd have to do an algorithm. So let's just go ahead and solve it. So solve the white side. At first when I got this cube, I was kind of confused on like how the pieces move, but eventually I just learned how. You just move a piece out of the way, plug a piece in, and then move it back. And there you go, there's step 1 done. That's the white side. Now we will solve the yellow corners. I already got it in this sort of scramble, so I only have to do 1 algorithm. And oh, look at that! We got the lucky yellow side solved already. And looking at it, we have white, yellow, and green. So we actually got the very lucky scramble, which means that one of the 3 other sides will have opposite corner. Will have a center that's opposite of the corners, and here we have red and orange, so we could just do this one algorithm that I learned that I might make a Skewb tutorial on, and we have solved it. So, that's the Skewb. It turns just like this. It is very weird. It's very easy to solve. I got it for Christmas. I talked about it in What a Christmas, so yeah, I might make a video on the Ivy Cube and maybe on the Pyraminx again. I don't know, but that's all I got for you all today. Look out for a catchy thumbnail. There's probably a catchy thumbnail in there somewhere, so yeah, that's all I got today. So I hope you all enjoy this video. Hope you find this helpful. It's a pretty cool puzzle. Really cheap too, like $5. This exact one. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, so I'm pretty bored, so we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.